All right, so I wanted to get your guys' opinions on the Warlords of Draenor, both the cinematic as well as kind of what Blizzard is got it prepared for us for the future of the World of Warcraft franchise. If you haven't seen the video, it's definitely up there with the all-time Blizzard cinematics in my opinion. They have without a doubt some of the highest quality in the business, and so it's always they had a whole 45-minute event pretty much to show this off. There was definitely some other things there, but largely focused around that cinematic. And I just remember the first time I saw the trailer and cinematic for Warcraft 3, I was just blown away. It almost looked like live action. It's interesting how our kind of tastes change in that way, but this one is definitely kind of up to Blizzard par. But yeah, I just wanted to see if you guys were actually planning on getting back into World of Warcraft, if you've ever been into it, or if this is kind of a poll to getting into it for the first time. Some of the things that they were going over, in the presentation were the features that they're adding. Garrisons look really cool. Kind of build a base, and sounded like there are some quests based around that. I'm really interested in what they're doing with that. That sounds super fun. The world PvP that they talked about, kind of pseudo world PvP, where there's this island of kind of PvP players from all different servers, sounds absolutely fantastic. Back when I played WoW, kind of in Wrath of the Lich King days, I played it before that came out, and then through Wrath of the Lich King and pretty much stopped then. Loved Battlegrounds. It was never fun to be destroyed by Twink, and I kind of wish that they balanced that a little bit better, but the actual gameplay itself was always super fun. So if they can kind of recapture that, I would absolutely be interested in playing that. And also, the lore of getting back into the heart of Warcraft, the core of Warcraft. I think they know that, and that's kind of a smart decision on their move, and people I think have mixed opinions on that. But it is really fun to be able to go back and play that in kind of a first-person view versus the third-person view that the other Warcraft games have given us. And so yeah, I kind of wanted to know what you guys are thinking. As for me, I'm really on the fence. I was so close to hitting that pre-order button when watching it. I was on the page, but I have a couple hangups, and I've heard quite a few people kind of echo the same statement, or a similar statement, but for me it's a little bit different. Most people are kind of talking about having in the past a core group of raiders and being attached to a guild and having tons of memories, but when I started playing 10 years ago, I soloed most of the game. I didn't do any raids, did some of the dungeons. I was always kind of behind the max level curve, and a lot of that was because I really did enjoy playing on the battlegrounds, and you had to be like before level 80, you had to be still at level 79. Obviously it wouldn't have been that back then, but you had to be below that cap, and so at least for some of the battlegrounds, as I was leveling. So I focused a lot on that. But 10 years ago, playing battlegrounds and also leveling up, kind of at the same time, people kind of call that grinding now, but that was a really, I enjoyed that. But now with so many games having such fun, challenging gameplay, and so many games coming out, there's more games now, or at least we have access to more games. It's not as easy to kind of make that choice. And if I were to log in now, I have a boosted 90, which is great. I could jump right into the 90 quests. But after that, there's a huge gap in skill in being able to do raiding content, and then there's finding a good guild and getting geared properly, and that kind of end game stuff. Some people have been playing for 10 years, and some people will be brand new, and some people will kind of fall in that middle zone, which is definitely me. And I just, I'm not sure if there's enough of a transition to go from basically starting over and going into end level stuff, level caps kind of stuff. And so that's my hang up. And it seems, of course they're aware of this, but I don't know if they have enough kind of things in place to be able to handle that smoothly. One thing that's really cool is they are doing that kind of prepare for battle, Upper Blackrock Spire dungeon for a limited time. Sounds like kind of a limited time dungeon for people who are subscribing now. This is pre Warlords of Draenor release. So, you know, if you pre-order it now, you could go in with the boosted 90 and actually do that. And that might be enough to kind of get people used to it again, and then, you know, go through kind of the level 90 stuff and then find people and maybe get, you know, maybe that would be enough to kind of adjust you. But for me, it sounds like a lot to kind of tackle. So what do you all think? Is what they showed you enough is that enough to get you back into the game? Do you miss WoW? Are you glad to be rid of it? There's always that kind of addiction element, and, you know, I've definitely felt that too. And if I do get Warlords of Draenor, would you be interested in watching videos on it? You know, guides, leveling quests, things like that, raids. So let me know, and as always, thanks for watching. I'd be really excited to hear what you guys think on Warlords of Draenor.